So I'm just going to continue with this theme of stacking a bunch of stones and then putting making them earrings really easily. So once again, you want to make sure that your wire fits your stones. So test it out first, make sure the hole is big enough for the kind of wire you use. But I'm going to use, say, 18 or 16 gauge is what we want for this, because we want a little bit more strength in the structure. But pretty much you're going to stack them like this, and then you're going to bring this around like this, and then we're just going to have fun. You could do this, and that's it. Boom. Like make the loop, and just, you know, wrap it. That's it. Over. Or you could do a whole bunch of swirlies like we did on one of the previous videos, and then same thing, loop and scarf it, end it. Or you could, instead of scarfing end it, you could take the other end and make a wild crazy swirl like that and shove that swirl down somewhere where it would look kind of cool. So these are endless possibilities. I'm going to do the real simple one today because I don't know, I just like this weird looking thing going on. Anyway, so that's it. Easy. If you're wondering what all that noise is that you're hearing in the background of this video, we are packaging up your stone kits right now. So they're going to go online really soon. And by the time you're watching this video, they might already be online. So check out the Etsy site and you can get yourself a cool stone kit. And if you have a stone kit, then you will be invited to all the parties. That's pretty much how it goes. Everybody will be like, you have a stone kit? Oh my gosh, I wish I had a stone kit. All the cool kids have stone kits. MTV is going to be sponsoring this soon. They're going to say, if you want to be a rock star, start out with a stone kit. Okay, back to our regular scheduled video. 8mm amethyst, 6mm some kind of pink jasper quartz thingy, 6mm shell bead, 4mm red glass. Now these red glass, normally their hole is way too small for the size wire I'm going to use. For some reason I can't tell if this is 18 or 16. It's been a while, and I don't know why. I think it's 16, but it's bugging me out because these little glass beads have a hole big enough to fit the 16, which is unheard of. But that's amazing, so I'm going to do it. I'm going to go for it. Anyway, stay put. So that's it. Take about 8 inches, which is like 18 centimeters if you do that metric weird stuff. Stack them on, looking all pretty. And we're going to slide them up close to the top, because at the top here, I really we'll just go like that and go like that so they don't slide around too much. Just give it 2 little bends there. But here, I'm going to take my round nose and I'm going to get it pretty high up, close to the end, and just wrap this around there like that. And then I'll wrap that around like that. And that's it. Make these nice and straight. You could do a moon shape too. You can like have it be a crescent. They don't have to be straight up and down, but I'm just doing it straight up and down. You guys be creative. You do it your way. They don't have to be graduated fat to smaller like that. They could all be the same size. They could go up and down, you know. You guys just do whatever you do because you guys are amazing. But I'm just going to say now, we're just going to bend it like this. You can use your pliers to bend it, but if you just use your fingernails and your fingertips like this, you can just kind of have fun with it. And you want to overbend it. So sometimes, see, I'm going to move to the wire. Sometimes you move back and forth from your fingers to the wire, but it's kind of make it come out this way, because if you put it up against the beads, it's going to be hard to maneuver it. So get it the way you want, but kind of stick it out in a diagonal. Yeah, I'm finding I get slightly better curves if I use my round nose a little bit to help with this. And then, you know, check it every once in a while, see how close you are to the top. Decide, do you want these to be tighter or looser? You know, you could have them, they don't have to be curvy either. They could be like straight, jagged, like a lightning bolt. You know, whatever you want. And we're almost there. Yeah, looks good. Smush them down a little more so we can get that last bend to come to line up just right. And these are kind of like, if you think about it, this is like that little heart monitor thing where it's like boop 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 boop. Like if you make these more jagged and you make it go small and then wider and then small again, you could have it be like that little heart monitor thing, and then you can give them to like a nurse or a doctor and say like, here, this is a gift for you because you're awesome because you take care of people. And see that little heart monitor thing? That's a thing you do. Those are the screens that you look at. They'll know what you're talking about. And oh, by the way, I'm call this scarfing, where I wrap the top right here around the little loop. Like that's a little face, like he's saying, hi, give me a scarf, I'm cold. So you just start wrapping them around and stack the wraps like this, and until you're about happy about how high up you came. I usually go about halfway up, and then once you're happy, I kind of bend it up like that, and I get my cutters in there, and I just cut it about halfway across like this, and that. Sometimes I like cut it a few times to get it just right. And then I get my flat nose pliers and I push it towards the middle of that little bowl it makes, and then bend it, pinch it right in, just shove it right in the bowl, and it disappears, and there your sharp end is gone. Now this particular sharp end, I should have left a little bit more than that. I'm just gonna bend it into, I'm gonna tuck it right in right here. That's a bad amount to leave, because if I just cut it, it could kind of disappear, but then it could kind of come out and scratch someone maybe if they bend the earring. So I should have left a little bit more, because so leave a little bit more when you do it, because I basically want to make a little loop here and tuck that little loop in. But I think I can manage it. I can still have some room right there. I can just shove it right underneath, right above the red bead. And did I do it? Gotta be very careful. You do not want a sharp end ever sticking out. Ever, ever, ever. Even if you're like, nah, it's kind of really not in anywhere someone's gonna touch it, kind of. Don't risk it, because I'm telling you, someone will bend the piece. And see, I'm rubbing it to see if I feel a scratch. Someone will bend the piece at some point, and then they will end up scratching themselves, and then they will hunt you down, and they will chase you on their horse, and you'll jump over the ravine to get away. And I've been watching too many Westerns. Don't even listen to me. So, okay, that's good. Let's make another one to match. When you're making your second one, you can hold it up to the first one to try to mimic the pattern you did. But don't go crazy with it. Like, don't stress if it comes out a little different, because people want stuff that looks funky and cool, and nobody's going to hold the two up to each other and be like, oh, you made that one curve a little different than the other. As long as it looks similar, you know, that's really all that matters. And you want to have fun. So this is the part where perfectionists will drive themselves nuts, and you don't want to be that perfectionist. So just enjoy it. See, this particular one, I actually gave myself a little more wire. I wrapped it around once and then tucked the sharp end right into there. And now with this, I'm going to scarf it, and the scarf is going to totally cover up that part where the first wire got tucked. So we are good. And then when you put the hooks on, just flip them. Oh, they look like half butterfly wings, kind of. You put them together like that. You can say like, oh, this is a happy butterfly, and it gets separated into earrings just for you to wear, because you, my dear, are just like a butterfly. And the person you give it to will be like, oh, you say the sweetest things. Oh my gosh. Will you just go for a walk with me in the park, and let's have a picnic, and I'll take my butterfly earrings with me. I'm really liking these. I just thought of it, but now I'm looking at them like I really, really, really like them.